Good day, everybody. This is Dark Comet, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day out there so far. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Today we're going to be doing episode number 30 of Eivor's adventures in England. Last episode we attacked the castle of Seen Bell, and we took it back for Giedrich. We defeated the Lady Edwin and her forces, and placed the Lady Edwin under Giedrich's care. We also had King Alfred, who showed up at the end there with all of his forces. The forces of Eivor and Giedrich and his group were not enough to have another battle with King Alfred, so they came to a compromise where each group would turn over their best warriors as compensation for peace. And then we saw that the Holy Lady Fulke switched side to King Alfred and took over as Warden of Sigurd, who offered himself in King Alfred's care. Eivor then returned to Ravensthorpe and gave an update on the new alliance with Giedrich to Randvi and told about Sigurd. And then Randvi gave Eivor a letter that was sent by Fulke, and Eivor discovered that Fulke was actually a leader in the Order of the Ancients. So today we're going to do some quests that are locally here to Ravensthorpe, and we're going to meet up with the baker. So let's go ahead and do that now, and let's get busy, guys. When I opened up the bakery here in our settlement of Ravensthorpe, I saw that there's a quest here to meet up with Tarben, who is the baker here. Let's see what he has to say.
Your bakery is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Okay, guys, let's go ahead and go to this grain merchant and help out our new baker,
What brought you to our clan?
Tarben.
Your reputation. Heard folk say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You ask the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
That person seemed a little concerned, even frightened, maybe surprised. I think Tarben might not be someone who he says he is, even though he might be a good baker.
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not.
I think our baker might be hiding something, guys. What do you think?
About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning and gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the tales so far and what we've been doing with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Look forward to you guys joining me in the future as we move along Eivor's journey, and I really appreciate you guys joining me on this new adventure. I've been enjoying the story so far, and the graphics have been pretty great, even on the PS4 compared to a PS5.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Tarben. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
Well, that was a short little side quest there. Seems like not every single place you open up in the settlement has a quest, but this one actually did. And there's another quest over here in the longhouse that we should go to. There's one of our ladies here,
A moment.
Tekla. Let's go talk to her and see what she has to say.
It looked like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban. That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Okay, it looks like we have someone here in the camp that is in league, or was previously in league with these bandits, mercenaries, that robbed one of our people, took their Supplies. I think that's the local brewery we opened up as well. It was when we opened it up with the bakery. There's a person here to talk to. Oh, that's our baker here. Tarben. See what he has to say.
Tarben, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthban, Eivor. It means battle bone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarben, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarben? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them, together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
Okay, the mystery unveils itself. Tarben is not who he says he was. He used to be part of a mercenary gang and a man of violence. Now he just wants to be a man of peace and bake bread. Not a bad profession for that.
Old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There is nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
Before we're spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family, even. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
So, what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So, what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Guthban, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat, did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarben's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But
If it will clear Tarben's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
wait here then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Is this the sort of work you often did with Wilf and your family of marauders?
A quick roll.
Yes. Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarben the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
Well, guys, I already had his goods in my bags. I guess I got him during one of my explorations or taking over of a camp or some other place like that. Sorry about that, but I already had the goods in my possession. Whoa, hey, there's another one of my mounts. Another one over there as well. Oh gosh, that's a glitch, guys. There's 3 of my mounts sitting over here. When I called it, there's one over here on the road, one if the one almost went into the house, and then another one by the house. That's kind of weird.
Tarben, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Eivor. I feared the worst when I heard my old monitor cut. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they have never known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. It is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Here!
Ah, it's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarben, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And yours nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little tale of the baker, the man of mystery. Former man of violence now turned to a baker and the lover of bread. Okay guys, that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out my channel a lot and shows me how much you appreciate the product I'm putting together for you. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of the episodes so far and what you might want to see, or if you want me to highlight something you haven't seen so far. Really would appreciate to hear from you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do other episodes of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and other things I do. Check out the description below if you want to see some of the other games I put together for you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you on the next Dark Comet adventure.